Welcome to this splendid wedding reception of Ananya and Nishan. Sorry, I blocked you for a second there. Took the limelight away. So, for those who know me and don't know me, my name is Anil. I'm Ananya's dad, of course, and this is Chandrika. Until now, believe it or not, everybody who knows me would call me Chandrika's husband. That's how I know. Even if you look at anybody's phone, it's like Chandrika, spouse. So now onwards, when they say Ananya's dad, I feel very proud. And then when we were doing the wedding planning, they asked me, do you want to speak as a father of the bride? I said, almost last 29 years, you guys haven't even allowed me to talk 29 seconds without saying that, oh, you are wrong, Dad. So I said, okay, I'll take this time, and I'm not going to talk 29 minutes, Nishant. Don't worry about that. I'll keep it simple. And Ananya, most of the time when she calls, she talks to mom. I would say 92% of the time. And one time she called me from Richmond while she was in grad school. And I thought that was so sweet. She called me first. And she goes like, hey Dad, my car is stuck between a pillar and a truck here. What do I do? I'm like, how did you do that? And she's like, no, I was trying to pull into a car, park garage, and it was stuck. What do I do now? I said, can you move forward, backward, do some steering, anything? No. My God, I said, okay, just get down of the car, close it, anyway, it's an old car, just walk away. So, I still do have the car, she has a lot of signature with the dents on it. So, I have still the nameplate as Ananya since her birth, and I am probably not ever going to change that. I'm sorry, Nishant, so it will stay that way for now. And then, let me go back here. So I'll have to pick something on Nishant so that you will not be left out there. Every time I met Nishant, he always offers, hey Dad, hey Anil, uncle, do you want warm water? I'm like, why is he asking me warm water? Then I thought maybe it is winter, so that's fine. And I met him in summer last time. And he still went and said, hey uncle, do you want warm water? I'm like, I didn't understand this logic still. And now that he's married to my daughter, I hope he'll offer me better than warm water. But then again, both of them are so caring. Just last week, or maybe 10 days back, there was this, I think 92-year-old guy who fell and probably was close to unconscious, I guess. And Nishant went through his door, went and called 911, took care, waited. And in fact, he went to the hospital to visit him. And the person, the neighbor, was so happy, or he was so grateful that both Nishant and Ananya took care of him. So he's a very caring, very warm. That's why my wife say warm water. So it's wonderful. You're more a son than a son-in-law. So I do really appreciate everything you do, and I know Ananya picked the right one. And one more anecdote I would probably want to say. You guys know this, right? Anybody here? Yeah, there are old fans here. And back when Ananya was at NC State, she went to one of these races. It's called a Krispy Kreme race. I wouldn't say it's a nasty one because you have to eat a dozen donuts and then run 5 miles or so. You know what would happen at the end of the race, but let's not go there. So we were watching, it's early morning, probably 6 a.m., cold day. We had water bottles, me, Chandrika, and even Chinmay were there, waiting at the end of the race, finish line, thinking they will finish in like 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. And we keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. and these guys are walking slowly like a I'm like, is this a race or a walk? I have never done marathon, you can tell without any question. But I was so surprised. And then, in last year or 2 or 3 probably, I had done so many half marathons in Boston, Philly, even here in Triangle, and even in the mountains everywhere. I'm so proud of you, Ananya. And I don't know whether Nishant started chasing her and she started running or something. Somehow she picked that running, and maybe Sujata and Nishant inspired her to do that. But I'm very proud of you for doing that. And before I close, I would like to quote one quick, this is a Sanskrit lyrics or stanza, whatever you want to call it, from poet Kalidasa. I know some of you know him. It's from Raghuvamsha. It goes like, Vagartha vivasam pruktau, Vagartha pratipattaye, Jagadav pitarau vande Parvati Parameshwaram. Without going into the meaning or depth or anything, just simply it states basically, you cannot segregate or separate the speech from the meaning of it. Speech and meaning go together hand in hand, like how the language evolves, so is speech and the meaning of that speech. So this equates to the parents of the universe, that is Shiva and Parvati. And it also shows that how unique both of them has to be in a married life. I think you will go as speech and meaning. But I need to warn again, speech always belongs to the lady. Men try to find out what it means. That's going to happen one way or the other. So we better take that, and that's beautifully, and always see it. I have been, every time we had a debate with Ananya, we had hardcore debates, but every time I kind of say, okay, you win. So probably you may have to follow that going forward there. So that would always help everybody, I think. That's the lesson I learned in 29 years. So just passing it on. 28, yeah, okay. She's always there to correct me. That's why I will give the mic to her to correct me. All my speeches.